2-1 Doran's Gold, been backed from 5-2. It's 9-2 then Sulphur Springs, 11-2 from 5 Tremont. Soundtrack is 9s, having touched 10-1. Phare de Moulin Main out to 10-1 from 8s. 14's now Ceanannas Moore from 12-1, and 16's bar those 6. For the 3-mile trip for the Charisma Gold Cup, 19 fences, a shortish run towards the first of them. Tremont, the top weight, is going to be first to rise and touches down narrowly in front of Doran's Gold and Blowing Rock on the left of your picture, and the maroon and grey diamonds moves up into second, and then back in third then Doran's Gold. Hannigan's Lodger more prominent in fourth, made a mistake there, climbed and at that too early and almost got caught out. She's just joined it for fourth now by Sulphur Springs, with Royal Snoopy very prominent as well, and then just tucked in behind these Phare de Moulin Main, and then towards the rear of the field as they take the first turn down the back straight is Good Vibes. Solomon just in front of him, Ceanannas Moore, and last of all in the orange jacket is Soundtrack. New tactics for him, held up towards the back of the field today. So heading down towards the next plain one, and Tremont in the hands of Tom Jenks comes up towards this next fence with a narrow lead from Hannigan's Lodger and Blowing Rock. Blowing Rock possibly just in second from Hannigan's Lodger, and then Doran's Gold in the sheepskin noseband, yellow cap, just angling for a run as they get ready for their first big test. The open ditch is fence number 4. Following behind Doran's Gold is Sulphur Springs, the big white face Tony McCoy, and then the grey Montreux. Blowing Rock is restrained just on the near side. Behind them Phare de Moulin Main, preceded by Solomon, and then Royal Snoopy, Ceanannas Moore and Soundtrack out towards the back. Slight error there, I thought, by Ceanannas Moore. That was the third fence down the back straight. They're going towards the last one now, which is number 6. Tremont measuring his fences beautifully. Blowing Rock has moved up into second. Sulphur Springs and Hannigan's Lodger in third and fourth. And then Doran's Gold, who's sitting very comfortably off the pace. The question mark about him is the trip this afternoon. Followed by Royal Snoopy, the grey Montreux. And then further back to Phare de Moulin Main, Ceanannas Moore on the rail. Check out the SPs. He went off at 9-4, Doran's Gold, with Sulphur Springs at 4-1, 11-2 bar the pair. Out towards the rear still Solomon on the right of your picture, and Good Vibes on the comeback trail, having been off the track for over 500 days. The first fence in the home straight then, and the whole field jumped that pretty well. Tremont still the pace setter from Blowing Rock on the inside of the course. The white face of Sulphur Springs, also has been having a great summer so far in much lesser company, just preceded though by Hannigan's Lodger, blue and white check, who's racing more prominently than she has done of late. Doran's Gold, the favourite, still hugs the rail, going the shortest route round, appears to be travelling very comfortably within himself as they take this fence, which on this occasion is at number 9, and the next time they'll jump it, it'll be all to play for the first prize of just over £13,000. Tremont the leader then from Sulphur Springs. They passed the winning post for the first time. Royal Snoopy's pulled his way up into a much more prominent position. The bottom weight goes up into second from Sulphur Springs and Blowing Rock, and then comes Montreux. Soundtrack's got closer now, the orange jacket with the black cap. On the inside of the course still Doran's Gold. Phare de Moulin Main took it next. That was the water jump, Ceanannas Moore, and then Good Vibes Solomon, and Hannigan's Lodger appears to be labouring, has lost quite a few places and is almost disputing last now as they go towards fence number 11. And over they go. Phare de Moulin Main, not all that fluent at it, now being niggled as Hannigan's Lodger drops out indeed to last place. The open ditch. Oh, and Tremont hit that so hard, and Tom Jenks has performed miracles to stay on board. My goodness, that would have knocked the stuffing right out of him, and it's knocked him from first place back into 7th place, Tremont. So a costly error for him at the open ditch, fence number 12, as Royal Snoopy, the bottom weight, and Noel Feely begin to force the issue now from Blowing Rock and Sulphur Springs. Then comes moving up smoothly on the outside, Montreux. Doran's Gold is still there. Tremont trying to recover, get his breath back from that horrific blunder, followed then by Phare de Moulin Main. Soundtrack appears to be labouring towards the back of the pack as they move on down the back straight for the final time. Soundtrack followed then by Good Vibes and Solomon as they took that. Then 1 or 2 sloppy jumps coming in now, and Hannigan's Lodge has been pulled up before fence number 13. This is the next open ditch as they go towards it. Sulphur Springs now, Tony McCoy beginning to force the issue with Royal Snoopy. Phare de Moulin Main made a dreadful error there and looks as though Norman Williamson's going to cry enough at that point. So it's still Sulphur Springs from Royal Snoopy, these two together, from Montreux moving into 3rd place, from Doran's Gold in 4th. Blowing Rock is still on the premises. Ceanannas Moore is being ridden along. He's in 6th place, and these 6 beginning to draw clear now as they go to the 4th from home. The last fence on the far side, and Royal Snoopy lobbing along in front. He looks pretty confident to me, Noel Feely. Tony McCoy is already giving reminders to the white-faced Sulphur Springs in 2nd. Montreux continuing to run well back in 3rd. He's followed then by Doran's Gold. You just feel that Timmy Murphy is keeping a bit up his sleeve on the jolly old favourite. And then Blowing Rock, who's lost ground, with Ceanannas who starts to stay on, and the others are well out of it then. Racing round towards the home straight with just the 3 fences left to jump, and Royal Snoopy piling on the pressure from Sulphur Springs, and here comes Doran's Gold on the near side to throw down the gauntlet, but he's got 2 lengths to find with just 2 fences to jump, and now distress signals being sent out by Timmy Murphy. Ceanannas moves up into 3rd place. This is 2 from home now. Royal Snoopy spring-heeled at that. Doran's Gold, a tired-looking jump from the favourite in 2nd place. Will he see out the trip? Ceanannas is back in 3rd. These 3 have drawn about 6 clear of Blowing Rock and Montreux battling on, and then Sulphur Springs is a beaten horse. The final fence for Royal Snoopy, who got in close but measured it all right, and Ceanannas is being produced on the near side by Mick Fitzgerald, and comes there strongly. Doran's Gold is not finished either. Ceanannas by half a length from Doran's Gold, and Ceanannas wins the Charisma Gold Cup from Doran's Gold in 2nd. 3rd home was Royal Snoopy, followed by Montreux, and then further back came Blowing Rock, followed by Sulphur Springs, and then Tremolles, whose chance went with that dreadful blunder. Good Vibes and Solomon passed the post together. These the last 2 to finish. Soundtrack having been pulled up before the 3rd last. The other one that didn't complete was Phare de Moulin Main. 5 out it was, in fact. Soundtrack was pulled up. So the winner was Ceanannas, the Strongale gelding, who was bred by P.J. O'Connor, owned by Major Christopher Hanbury, and trained at Lambourne by Nicky Henderson, given a terrific ride by Mick Fitzgerald. A Tomo to say on there, didn't he? Ceanannas the winner at 14 to 1 from Mick Fitzgerald and Nicky Henderson. A double for them this afternoon. 2nd was number 12, Doran's Gold, who saw the trip out well at 9 to 4 favourite, and 3rd number 13, Royal Snoopy, returned at 16 to 1.